go back to it, you can just go to the recording and yeah, you'll be good to go.
Okay.
Is there a delay? Like in the audio, is there?
No. No, I can get you.
Okay, that's good then. Okay, so we can begin.
Yeah.
The strategy that the package that you paid for, it only contains this strategy, the easiest NB. But lucky for you is that it's pretty easy for you to execute. But before we get into it, I first want to know, how much do you know about Forex? What's your idea on what Forex is?
Okay, so Forex is just about buying and selling currencies.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So, okay, I've been trading for quite some time now, but I haven't been in profit.
I see. What have you been trading exactly?
Can you get me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What have you been?
Yes, I've been trading currencies.
Okay, I see. So I'm guessing that's technical analysis, not fundamentals, yeah?
Yes, not fundamental. I'm scared of fundamental, but I'm willing to to try.
Yeah, giving everything a try is good. Anyway, that's why we're here. We're here to help you. So so you pretty much know what the basics are, like what lots are, what leverages, pips, and so on.
Yes, though I'm just a little bit behind on leverage.
Okay.
Yes, I'm just a little bit behind on leverage. Concerning pips, I know that. Concerning pipettes, yes. Concerning lot size, again, I'm a little bit behind. Calculating lot size, those things kind of buffer me a little bit.
Okay, that's no problem. On lots.
And they are very important to account management.
Yes, they are when it comes to trading. For lot sizes, I'll send you a link at the end of the lesson. Yeah. Then for leverage, we'll go over it as we are executing the trade here. Anyway,
Okay.
the easiest MB. This one is easy to execute because it only requires you to have one account. Now, within that one account, our goal is basically to hedge the news event. So whichever direction price goes, will be in the safe zone. Now, the only way that is possible is by utilizing buy stops and sell stops. So for the easiest MB, we're going to focus on buy stops and sell stops. Are you aware of what
First of all,
yes,
I have a question on SNB.
Yes,
what does SNB stand for?
SNB is just buy and sell, or sell and buy, rather.
Oh, buy and sell.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, I'm aware of buy stops and sell stops.
Okay, what's your understanding of what they are?
Okay, so a buy stop, when you make a buy stop, you are buying when the price is when you have the current price at let's say 1 quarter.
Yeah.
When you're setting a buy stop, you're going to set a buy stop, let's say around 1 quarter 15 way. When the price is going down, you're going to sell. Let's say you're going to sell that price at 1 quarter 15 way. Or is it 0.5?
Yeah.
Okay, in the direction. Okay, in short, is that 0.5.
Yeah.
You're going to sell at that price when it's, I don't know if it's high or low. This is kind of confusing, but I know how they are.
Okay.
Yes, but for a limit, I usually use limits. For a limit, what you're going to do is like when the price you want to buy at the, is it a cheaper price? When price is high, then you want it to come down.
Yes.
Then it's going to hit that price, then you go up. Then that's what is called the buy limit.
Yeah,
for
usually.
A buy stop, when your price is, when your current, then when you want to buy something, how can I explain?
No.
And I understand them.
Yeah. Usually for technical analysis, you utilize limits a lot. So for fundamentals, we focus on buy stops and sell stops. So these are just future trades that you're placing. When you place trade, you don't enter there and then. So you wait for price to reach a certain point. That's when you enter the trade. So for a buy stop, you wait for price to increase to a certain point. That's when your broker places a trade for you. Then for a sell stop, it's basically the opposite.
Yeah.
So when price drops to a certain point, that's when you want to enter the trade. So yeah, buy stops, sell stops, these are things that we're focusing on for the easiest MB. For this one, we're going to be placing them 10 pips away from price's current position. The reason why it's 10 pips away so that you can escape the movements in spread that happen before a news event happens. So 10 pips, that's a safe space. So buy stops, sell stops. So for a buy stop, you're placing it 10 pips above from price's current position. Then you're going to wait for the news event to happen. But you're going to be placing both the buy stop and the sell stop. Don't place one when it comes to trading. Otherwise, you're not hedging the trade that way. You're supposed to place both the buy stop and the sell stop together. So you place the buy stop first, then immediately after you place the sell stop. But they both should be 10 pips away from price's current position. You're following?
Okay.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah. What if in an event? Yes, I can hear you. What if in an event whereby both of your buy stops and your sell stops are hit?
That's quite rare where like price moves up then goes down. But in that case, what I usually tell people to do is the moment one gets triggered, that's the one you should close first. Then the other one, that's the one you close second, the one that's still pending. Because if you decide to close the one that's still pending, price would have already dropped by then, and you'd have been in, both trades would have been in losing positions. So yeah, that's the reason why. So you close the one that's been triggered.
Okay, just come again.
Can you hear me?
Or you close the one. Yes, I can hear you. You close the one that is being triggered.
Yes, you close the one that has been triggered first. Then after closing that one, you close the one that hasn't been triggered.
So does this strategy contain is it take profit?
Pardon?
Does it contain take profit TP?
No. For this, we don't use take profits. The reason why is because when it comes to placing the trades, the buy stops and the sell stops, we place them 1 minute before the news event happens. So if you're only given 1 minute,
No.
you might not have enough time to place a stop loss or a take profit or anything like that. It will just chew into your time. So the only thing that you're going to be focusing on is the price where you want the trades to be executed and the lot size. That's it. So to save time, we don't
Another question.
take profits. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So another question. Why before why 1 minute before a news event?
The reason why is because in the period of like 5 minutes before the news event happens, brokers tends to increase spread. Now, by
Okay, you said
us
that
placing
time.
almost at the last second, we get to escape those movements in spread. So yeah, 1 minute is
Okay.
the case. Yeah, it's the same reason why we place 10 pips away. So we're basically escaping spread movements or increments rather. So
Okay, good.
yeah, so it should always be 1 minute. If you're able to get it down in like 10 seconds before the news event happens, that will help you out a lot because you get to escape even more spread increments. So yeah, you just need to keep practicing until you can get your time down to as low as possible.
Okay.
Yeah. I hope everything's making sense.
Everything is making sense. Actually, I've been following one of your videos. I don't know if
Hello?
it's a video whereby it moves things like $15. Somewhere around
You're breaking up.
50. Your
You're
Facebook.
breaking up. I can't really hear you.
Hello?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Oh, can you hear me now? I can hear you. Hello?
Not really. You're breaking up. Like your network is being interfered.
Uh, I think so. It's a network.
Hello? Hello?
Hello, hello,
Hello,
I
can
can
you hear
get
me
you.
now? You can hear me now?
Yes, I can get you.
Okay.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I think it was my network that was. Okay, so we can continue.
Okay,
Yeah, so we can continue. So like
okay,
2 minutes, that's the maximum. It should never be beyond 1 minute. It should always be 1 minute and below.
okay.
Yeah. Are there any questions before we move on?
No.
Okay. Moving on. This course is based on fundamental analysis. So we only choose to trade when there's a news event inside. So for the easiest, excuse me, for the easiest MB, this is the list of news events that we choose to trade. Any news event that's not amongst these, we don't trade them, we ignore them. So this is the list, and it includes CAD, GDP, GBP, GDP, there's AUD interest rates, GBP PMI, AUD retail sales, Euro interest rates, and GBP interest rates. So these are the only events that you'll be trading when it comes to business MB. Then for the other strategies that we have, they've got their own list as well. You're following?
Okay. Yes, yes.
Okay. A question that I have for you. What's your understanding on what a news event is? How much do you know?
Okay, so a news event. Okay, so news events, these are events that occur. Yes, these are news events that occur. There are certain times like when banks wants to announce, let's say, like you have put here interest rates. The goal is that they have to announce. Sometimes they announce there's someone like a person who's going to announce. Sometimes it's news, like CNN.
Mhm.
You see, like CNN, they announced that maybe non-farmers payrolls have risen by 1,400 and so much. That's when the
Yes, exactly. So this
market reacts. Yes,
yes.
that's my understanding.
Okay, that's a good understanding. So yeah, these same periods, these are what we choose to trade because they create volatility when it comes to currency pairs. Now, in as much as there are many news events, some of them aren't as powerful as others. That's why this list is only short. You're following?
Yes.
Yeah. So for the easiest MB, these are the news events that you should be trading. Then for the other strategies that's in the full package, that's where I'm now able to trade things like NFP and stuff like that because you want to maximize on your profits. You can trade this strategy with NFP, but you won't make as much money because you'll be giving away 10 pips. You're following?
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, that's
yes.
what I do. Yeah. But anyway, for my recommendation, these are the events that you should be using the easiest MB with.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll send you a screenshot of this so that you can use it as reference. But if you want, I would recommend actually for you to master them so that you don't have to pull out the image all the time before you trade and so on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
We can move on.
Yes, we can move on.
Okay. You said you know the basis on what price is, yeah? Like the types of currency pairs and how to add pips and how to subtract them, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, so I think we can skip this. MetaTrader 4. I'm sure you're familiar with this application, like how to pick currency pairs.
Yes, that's the one I use.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
I think we can skip this slide and this one. The one that I want to focus on is okay. We'll start from here. So when it comes to the easiest MB, the two types of trades we're going to focus on are these two: buy stop and sell stop. So in this example, we're going to start with buy stop. So we select buy stop. Then on the buy stop page, we're only going to be focusing on the lot size and the price. Now, assuming lot size, if related to the lot size one, we're going to leave it at that. Then we're going to move on to price. Now, when it comes to entering the price, we're going to be focusing on the ask price here, the price that's in red. So we're going to get it and we're going to add 10 pips to this price here. So when you add 10 pips, that would be 1.1781. So that price that we've calculated, we come here and we paste it here. Then immediately we're done pasting, we're going to place the order here. So just like I said before, we're going to ignore stop loss and take profit. We're going to immediately click on place. So the two most important things to remember are you only focus on the price and the lot size. Then when you're done with those two things, you place the order immediately because you only have 1 minute. So preferably you have 30 seconds for this and 30 seconds for the sell stop. You're following?
Yes, I'm following. But I have a question.
Yes, go ahead.
How do you manage to do it when because at that time price sometimes may get stagnant?
Yes. Wait, what do
How
you
do
mean
you
by
manage to
stagnant?
copy and paste? Yeah,
Like
because I
how do
see
you?
sometimes when you yes, what I mean is that when there is when a news event is about to occur, price don't know if it's just my network or what, but price kind of becomes like stagnant and you just see a black big candle.
Not necessarily. Okay, what usually happens is they actually move a lot if your network is fine. Price moves a lot because of brokers. They like increasing the spread. They play around with it. So the question I was expecting you to ask was, what do you do in the case where like this ask price keeps on moving up and down and so on? But anyway, in that case, you
How
can
do you
just
do?
click on the plus and it's going to get the price for you. The last price that it remembers or it's able to get. When you click on the plus, it will update for you.
Or
Then you add for the pips from here.
or can you do it that when we are in the last 1 minute, you check what the price is, maybe you write it down, or maybe you master it, then you add 10 pips, then you go direct where the price is, then you enter the price, then you put your sell stop or buy stop.
I honestly think writing it down will take will take your time because like if you should be able to like add
Because
in your head or something, right?
because you said something like cutting or pasting. We do not have those privileges of you pasting the price.
Oh no, what I mean by cutting and pasting is doing the math in your head. Like for example, this 1.1771. Just add the 1 here and the 0 here, and it becomes 1.1781. Then that price, that's what you paste here. You don't necessarily have to copy it from somewhere and paste it or anything like that. I'm sure everyone should be able to do that math in their head really quickly.
Okay.
Yeah, because writing down might chew from your 30 seconds that you have to execute a buy stop or a sell stop. Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah, but if you're unable to do that, you can just click on the price, the plus here. Then it's going to update this price. It's going to paste it here. Then from there, since it's stationary, it will be easier for you to add and subtract 10 pips.
I understand.
Yeah. So for buy stop, you click on the plus. Then for a sell stop, you click on the minus. Because when you click on the minus, it will get the bid price. If you click on the plus, it will get the ask price. We can move on.
Yes, we can move on.
Okay. So after placing the buy stop, you start the process all over again, except this time you're going to select sell stop in the drop-down menu. Now for sell stop, you're going to maintain the same lot size 1. Then you're going to come on price here. Now you can just click on the minus and it's going to copy this price and paste it here. Then from there, since price is going to be stationary, you're going to be subtracting 10 pips this time. So whatever number you come up with, that's what you edit it here. Then when you're done editing it in, you click on place, just like that. So the same as buy stop, we ignore stop
That's in 1 minute.
and take profits. Pardon?
That's in 1 minute.
Yes, in 1 minute. So you have 30 seconds for it.
10 seconds for each.
Yes, this is why you need to practice so that you can get your time down to as low as possible. It really becomes easy when you do it multiple times. So I just need to keep on practicing. Even if there's no
Yeah.
news event, just keep on practicing calculating prices. Then you'll be able to do it. You'll be able to get everything down in 30 seconds, pay buy stop and sell stop.
Do you have a video whereby you did all this in 1 minute?
I can make a video for
Okay.
you. I can make a video for you after this lesson.
Oh,
Yeah. Otherwise,
whereby you
it's
did
really
everything
simple.
in 1 minute.
Yeah, it's very simple.
Oh,
Yeah, it is.
okay.
Like I said, you just need to keep.
Sometimes actually you even get network issues.
That's the thing. Network, if network is very poor for you, then I wouldn't recommend trading at that time. Even when it comes to closing the trade, it might delay. So you just have to make sure your network
Yeah.
is okay.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe you can move to like an area where the network is fine, or move closer to a tower or something.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah, but overall, trading doesn't take long. It's just 5 minutes maximum and you're done.
Oh,
Yeah, are there any questions for anyone?
no, you can proceed.
Okay, so there's one part I wanted to go over with you, this part here. So for the ETSMB, there's going to be two positions here. One for a buy stop and one for a sell stop. So if you've placed these positions before the news event happens, both of them will be pending. They'll be waiting for them to get triggered. Then when the news event happens, one of them is going to get triggered. Then the moment it gets triggered and it turns blue, that's when you start closing the positions. So like I said before, you start by closing the one that's active, then the one that's pending, to be on the safe side. Yeah. So you should always just stick to two positions. Otherwise, if there's more than two positions, you might run out of time and price might reverse and trigger them and chew from your balance. So just stick to one position. If you want to increase your lot size, just add the lot size within those two positions rather than splitting up the positions into multiple positions, which doesn't really make sense because it will take longer for you to close them. Even open them, it will take longer for you to open them and close them. So yeah, just always stick to two positions because it's easier to manage. Yeah. Are there any questions?
Okay, so considering lot size, so I think I also need some.
Okay, for lot size, I'll send you a video on it. I'll send you
Some very important management. Oh, you said you send the video.
Yes, I explain how to calculate lot sizes according to your leverage and your different account balances. So I'll send you a video for that. It's on my YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah. So moving on. Oh, this is the last slide. Investing.com. Have you used this app before?
Yes, I already have it.
Okay, is it filtered? Did you filter it?
Yes, it's already filtered. Yes, 3 horns.
Okay, that's okay. Okay, so I'm guessing you know how to go about it basically. Like how to tell when the event's happening, what type of event it is, and so on.
Yes.
Okay, the one thing I want to mention is how to pick a currency pair. For example, if we're trading this event here, AUD retail sales at 0330, how I pick currency pairs is by getting the currency for the country is happening in. So in this case, it would be AUD. Then I'm going to pair it with USD. So for this particular news event, we're going to be using AUD, USD.
Nada.
Can you hear me?
USD alone.
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, so you get the currency that shows on the app here, AUD, then you're going to pair it with USD. So for this particular news event, you'll be trading AUD, USD. Now, there'll be cases where like the news event is already happening in the US and USD is already present here. Now, for such a case, what you're going to do is you're just going to take note of where it's happening, which is the USD. Then we're going to go to our code section, which is this part of MetaTrader 4. Then we're going to look at the currency pairs that have got USD in them, which is this. So this one has, let me just zoom in. Okay, so this one, Euro USD, it's got USD in it. This one has USD, has USD, has USD. All these are USD. So this is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 7 currency pairs that you could potentially use for an event happening in the US. Now, how you actually pick a currency pair, because you can't use all 7, you have to pick one. How you actually pick them is by looking at their spreads. The currency pair with the lowest spread, that's the one you choose to go for. Now, amongst these 7 here, the currency pair that has got the lowest spread is this one's 19, this one's 20, 22, 27, 23. The ones with the lowest spread are these two, Euro USD and AUD USD. They both have 19. Now, in such a case, you now look at the actual currency here, Euros against USD. Which one has the most demand? In this case, Euros is more popular than AUD. So there'll obviously be more demand or more volatility rather. So you're going to go for Euro USD. That's how you pick a currency pair. You're following?
Yeah, I'm a little bit behind though.
Or
You can just go back, just one slide.
To investing.com?
Yes, to investing.com.
Okay. What part haven't you understood?
Yes, there's some. Yes, there's this where it is USD around 1430.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Then you're saying something about AUD.
I was saying something
You're
about
saying that by the time you're going to be, yes, you said by the time you're going to be placing, oh, the dates are different. This one is Thursday, then this one is Friday.
Yeah. But what I was focusing on here was how to pick a currency pair, not necessarily the day.
Okay, so you pick the one with the lowest spread.
Yes, that's only for events that happen in the US. If it's not happening in the US, you're just going to get the currency which is here, then you're going to pair it with USD. So even for this event here, since it's not happening in the US, it's happening in Europe, you'll get the currency here and you're going to pair it with USD. So for this particular new event, we're going to be trading Euro USD. But like if it's happening in the US already, that's why I now start comparing the spreads. So the one with the lowest spread, that's the one you go for.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm
so
sure
for
you know
US, that's when you compare spread.
Yes, exactly. Huh? Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, then for spread, I'm sure you know what spread is, right?
Yeah, those little things kind of confuse me sometimes.
Okay, that's fine. Let's go over it real quick. Okay, so you've seen this is okay. Let me use this one here. This is where you place trades from. Where you can select your lot size and so on. Now here, the ask price and the bid price. The difference between them, this space here, that's the spread. That's considered the spread. So the bigger the spread, the bigger the commission you're paying your broker. If this distance is narrowed, that means you're paying your broker a low amount of commissions. Now, when it comes to picking currency pairs, we're looking for currency pairs with the lowest space between the ask price and the bid price. Because the smaller it is, the less the commission we pay to them, and the quicker we can enter into profit. I hope you're following.
Can follow.
Yeah. So when you come to
the same spread.
Yes, go ahead.
So the same spread is in pips or
It's sometimes it's in
Or what?
pips, sometimes it's in points or pipettes. It really depends on what's
Uh,
happening. But usually when a news event's happening, it's increased by pips. But like on a normal day with no event, it increases by points in a
Pardon?
small amount. You can hear me?
Okay. Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, so it really depends. Brokers, what they usually do is when the news event is about to happen, they capitalize on that. They increase the spread, sometimes even up to 10 pips. So yeah, if you're trading
Sorry.
one lot, that means you have to pay them $100 in commissions, since it will be $10 per pip. Yeah, so you have to pay the $100 before you enter into profit. So that's why we trade currency pairs with the lowest spread at that time.
Okay.
Yeah. One thing I should mention is the spread that you see here on the quote section. It's measured in points or pipettes. So here, as you can see, it's 19. What it's basically
Uh,
saying is the spread is 1.9 pips. Then this one is 2 pips. This one is 2.2 pips. This one is 2.7 pips and so on. Yeah, so just remember this is in points, not pips. So don't get scared.
yeah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for this course. Are there any questions that you have overall?
Yeah. No, there's tendency of maybe asking questions after. There's certain things whereby you start thinking maybe after this lesson, then since you said there are 2 sessions, maybe tomorrow
Yeah, that's no problem. For tomorrow, what we're going to be doing
after I
is,
go through it.
yeah, tomorrow what we're going to be doing is we're going to be creating the accounts. So we'll be going over that tomorrow.
Oh,
Then if you have any questions, yeah, you can ask them, then I can address them there.
okay.
Yeah. Otherwise, this session is done and it has also been recorded. So after this lesson, I'll upload it to my YouTube channel. Then I'll send you a link because it might be too big for me to send on WhatsApp.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyway, it was good meeting you. Like I said, if you have any questions, just let me know. Tomorrow, what time are you available tomorrow?
Okay, nice meeting you. No, I'm not going to chase tomorrow. Anytime.
Anytime. How is 14?
Yeah. 14 is okay then.
Okay. All right. So tomorrow, 14 hours, we're going to meet again.
Okay, so you said something that you send a video on how you managed to do everything in 1 minute.
Yes. I'll send you a recording of me doing it in 1 minute.
Right now?
Yeah, I can do it for you after this lesson.
No, okay, thank you then.
Okay, no problem. I'll also send you the link for the lot sizes. So yeah, you can just go over that as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it was good having you today.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Like I said.